Newman Ghana, Newman College Department of Nursing, can you mokwa hura weso nursing and you bring in Oyerepa so mona was often midwife na nurse for into team wa we there ye mumie papa pantin bomodnara for when you school we mu na wo mo ye papa lecturer regular weekend and evening classes would you makutini ye pa atwoma chichimon kuma se yara wo ben kwada so hone Newman College Department of Nursing wo from 058052747.
No about Shaba electrical, Sabaji electricals, no one near my wood winning na ye wholesale ni retail, and will have be a macania, so ye be an okay Kambuma, Ubenebi or Shaba electrical 0536 095 966 0536 095-966. No about promise about Swabeja be drew. Your food and dress authority in Sasha says, I would win and able to immune system will be draw beer. What to say your bomb with the rule? Oh, your feed so no about promise about Ubenya be 0535 544 681 0535 544 681. Yaya, yes, so when you may a me, mammy, a fear, Yako, Papa be and
uncle. Ebo baini afi yemfa ensemnu munchirem yemfa emamu na in the day no ora mechire Professor Alhassan Idrisu na oye government statistician na no tinkunte buja bolo chirem de kono man Ghana yere fodo ya bo indibano ho ban portuguese friend food insecurity no oyaja we page no hu nduye o man Ghana mu ye papa ohom ebupen oye eduwotwe edusan ewo awotwe ne chire ekor nti na chire de o man Ghana ye sin bani ye papa no no chirem de oyaji bia owodo man Ghana ye hwani ye papa nhwe de how babro man sikasam totwe and after I'm butumuzi ohieneminemi is abro manfo oman.
Ghana has made progress. The number of food insecure people fell from about 16 million in 2022 quarter 1 to 12.5 million by 2025 quarter 3, a reduction of nearly 22%. But the story does not end there. The prevalence of food insecurity fell to its lowest point in 2024 quarter 1 at 35.3%, then rose sharply to a peak of 41.1% in 2025 quarter 2, before easing to 38.1% in 2025 quarter 3. This tells us that progress is real, but fragile, and highly sensitive to seasons, prices, and economic shocks. The burden is also unevenly shared. Food insecurity remains highest in the Upper West, Northeast, and Savannah, and Volta regions, while OT and Greater Accra record much lower levels. In 2025 quarter 3, the gap between Upper West and OT alone was 37.5 percentage points. Household characteristics matter deeply. Female-headed households, especially in rural areas, face consistently higher food insecurity. Households with children, and particularly those with both children and elderly members, are the most vulnerable. The link with child nutrition is especially concerning. Nationally, households with underweight, wasted, or stunted children record food insecurity rates above 44%. Among rural female-headed households with underweight children, food insecurity exceeded 80%. Education makes a difference. About half of food insecure households have no formal education, compared with only 15% among households with tertiary education. We also see growing overlap between food insecurity, poverty, and unemployment. What we
Yatraso ewansan fufuro ma yedemu ko New Jaben South Municipality emu ehwa mane ayen saka chema prosifo atimi ayen hyehyeye amomachi ema enum edunum eye 15 ya asem nyina ne se ba si bra ena se wo mo bo ho adwadie ene ho nsampa na ekoso na mpanimfo chemu a omototo wo mano a eye maaya wo manya mfie edunum ekosi aduasanum 15 to 35 years for ena se edwuma we ya na wo mo di edie enti nipa ba akwa wo ka ho ene ko police station ko ye complaint mu say ne madam shall set just when Jimmy Crow was one way, where meeting the target into what no, a winsome any.
And prep, na a drama more and now prostitution. I had the oldest profession in the Bible, no. Sir, a few tremono, and Pitian, and a baba will be our free Nigeria when you are in fear bear a duenu and 9. Sir, a baba way, and then a young a PA. Omu no na sikasamunti akasakasa ba omontem ema bema no ewo oba no knife ma oba no ohwere ne nkwa enti efiri ho no ama police aye okofodu aye de ani asi Nigeria for no activities a omo aye no okromu ha no e monitor ahwese say yensa beka omo na yene immigration for account bomb na nka yetimi ama omo asa akọ omo krum isanse a check na by 1970s 79 80 thereabout na Ghana for ama timi ko Nigeria ekokobo ba sibra ba se say the ade na atene ane say omumum aba beje Ghana afa na sa ashawo bra no na omo ebo na isanse obi koye bi na ye wo no sekan na ye de ma owui na kofodu anso yam pese sa ne manema no ebe se kofodu ya edin nti ye de nurse form
mo amotete mante mo hunu se obi a group Nigeria for ana mabawa aba behye dan bi mu ye wani tua pa se juma wo mu die no bra district command na beyi mpanyimfo asutire ye de bedi juma ye hye obo se de obeba abeka no enye de ye koka to abonten empo na obi ehun wachira kwan mommoa yen se de be ya ye nso ye betumi aboa ye be ya famu de se be ya Ghana police ebe so musumpa na koforudua mantemo hanso ebe ye ba bia asumdwe beba na abribia se de me commander kan ye no enkoye se ye be hwe regions a yade atu atise na abribia ye di nkan afi we ye simu de ye botae ne se bibibiara ebeba form na yetimi atna ha
wose insu yankwa ne sesunte sekeni takrade mensin no mu ya wolidi insu yeye wo ye papa anu sesunte osofo a ohwe ndwuma ina dense do omiyanfo Kenneth Gilbert J akopem mu wole kiremu a daboase water treatment plant a wolisi no no wose na chede ohomebupen edokunu awotwe na chere wake ahomebupene ebien pe na chere wewie na owie a insu sama no ho aje wo sekeni takrade na nimpotem ho no na no pomesibiri na wenye
Omanfo a wonmo takrade ne nimpetem ebenye nsupa anom eye daboase ena cheba water treatment plant ena wakasa se ochiremu se wo wonmo se ahwemu no wom di kan kopie mu ewo daboase ehwe se ne dwumadi no esi eko na eho anode tudwa wo se omanfo ne bose be bia dwumadi no aduru no enche kra ya ade a wonmo bewie aka ho nnwuma nketenkete enu nti wonmo no mosuo encho pesanse ensuo no aba enisa ne no de ka ho atudwa.
What brought me here was to come and inspect the water project going on in the central and western region. So we visited Daboase first to look at what was happening there. We have in the secondary Takrade water projects there, of which so far what I saw, everything is going on well there currently. They are not behind schedule. As such, there's some few challenges that as government we're trying to resolve it for them so that the project can be completed in the next few months, hopefully by May. So far what I've seen is good. So I want to assure the good people of Secondary Takrade that very soon their water will be flowing. But government is doing all that it can to ensure that they get water flowing through their taps, because we know the challenges that they're going through currently within the Secondary and Takrade metropolis. Currently, it's around 98 point something. So meaning it's just left with about few percentage for them to complete.
Project manager Edmund Medino, yes, Ora, Vlad Palo, one also Kasai, technical aspect, and Nema Hodra, El Coso, Media, 1 more 8
If all challenges are met in a period of 2, maximum 3 months, we can pump water, clean water to second Itakorad area. So, the area we are using 1,200 millimeter pipe. You see there behind, that is the blue pipe. Yes. That is the transmission line from the intake up to the treatment plant. The water will arrive first at the distribution chamber. That tall building behind, that is the distribution chamber. That is meant to split the flow in future between phase 1 and future extension. And after the distribution chamber, we have the first treatment process, that is the pre-sedimentation tank, where the big particles are removed. Pre-sedimentation is meant to remove as much as possible particles from the water without using chemicals, to decrease the cost of chemicals from future operation.
One year a ton spare parts, no do who dry, so kind and Kabomuku, so kind spare parts dealers association, and so Kasa. No almost as a one Kasa with 200 you bonnet, or money breeze someone in our Kogana revenue authority, a GR for so. H was as a trammer, war pan a man to Mutria, or more day to almost one, Adana Vati, Mu Pejamua, the atos spare parts as well, Pelco. How much more junior 20%? Almost a month yesterday, and Tiasiach and Penny for one so, and now how much munum airco and what train 5 to 8%, and almost better say, into a more shark with Fiada, some penny for one so I dread that. On better to almost shops munina, ya woman juma, no more chair, GR for says, or more persist a 2 more Giano, a costra, or Montet or Mashimu, and register or more Montreal or more Montreal, and Yakacrana or Moody Marasono, and no more betro much chamanable.
Was all kind spare parts association of Ghana and the Omuda to yes Omuma are buying up to Friday say 20% VAT no are buying a year in Fisudia and their Monday Omum shop Ombatun shop in them for 3 days. Almost to say Sa VAT 20% as well Majuma and more Majuma on Wayano and Cosro. Sa buy cost no the Tosudia and the Umbako strike and the Omuyajuma.
10 months in a beautiful there's more stability. Our pricing so and economy so. It's no Jerry for some of the new policy, new model no. Threshold there or memohano, Nanka beautiful threshold no, a year 200,000. And about we man say be 20,000 a day. Small medium and a small enterprise no. Omune sa former sectors no to me and compete with that threshold 200,000. That's a nice say there. Abem. It's my main pager threshold no. And cost 750,000. Next, we small enterprise, no, any small medium business, no, we free. Now, Ghana say no, you falling under so small and medium, no, the majority. It's a banner, some we free. No, they cost 750,000. 750,000, fall into it. Sanka, the Papa Mudi and Kasanka, Papa, or no, ye meant for. The volumes of business in a motor are 750,000 above. Omna be affect home. Into Omono VAT no Mutiano, Omutua less than 3%. And Abana Abe 4% now at that year you work from Nasin. What be your first no this 20% in my bedding? Ababe Shima Mayimu. Yamaja for 1 week. So you teach you from what? And you're there anyway, you better to your store soon. Consider me to 20%. No. Now you propose say between 5 and 8% within no, now can you fall into. Even though they are on workers over 2 betum, my name also no, can she come to one accord. And I'm coming daddy, Oyerepa TV, Accra.
Ankranko schools are horror war Manigana Monin Kabomuku, Mitchell National President, Azima National Association of Private Schools in Nende Warakase, na wanam Professor Aye Damascus to Rotsong do. And a water share in the Asoya one of warfare, and Uma Oye in social and trade or Manigana Mitchell, Waye Kade, and Penbebrenera, Aya was a boo, a Tremonibubu was a ma, Oye registration away na, Aya woman was another one say one so one agent chance, with to the man of money.
na opa won na wo twudwumadi ne ho ntoma e wa asante mantemu ha enumu na Professor Damasos Turason a woye president edema Ghana National Association of Private Schools a yitwa wondi ni tia efe omo NAS ankrankura schools a waka won ho abom e na Professor HSM osra ban na daroma won sekura ne kotudwem se wo ye nhyehyeye efa schools ho enkanka sika hodo a wotuade tren so hwenam e ya wonje ankrankura schools fo nso adwenkyere bi esanse wo ka ho bi na wo boa ama watete mofra wo nwumasua kwan so.
So there are three main issues that we are highlighting during this last week's celebration. The first thing is that you see we are resetting Ghana's education. And when you are resetting, it means that you don't want to do things the old ways. You want to change the manner in which you do things. So first and foremost, if you are resetting, private schools must be at the center of the reset because we are a critical partner in development. Now, aside that, if you look at the manner in which the West African Examinations Council fixes their BEC registration fees, it's usually without consultation with a critical stakeholder like the private schools. And they do these increments without giving our inputs. If you say that right now our economy is doing well, inflation has come down to 3.8% about, interest rates are going down, prices are stabilized, prices in some cases are even going up. As private schools, we are no longer increasing our fees. How can BEC registration will increase beyond 20%? So those kinds of increments, we believe, are not in the best interest of the Ghanaian child, and we think that from henceforth, WAEC must desist from increasing their BEC registration as well as WASI registration without consulting us, and that the general economic environment must inform whatever increments take place. That aside, the Environmental Protection Agency, they are a partner to the educational sector. They are supposed to ensure that we have conducive environments for operating our schools. We understand that. And they have standards for us to meet. But in implementing their regulatory standards, they must also use some human face in doing so.
NDC, National Democratic Congress in Penifo, you are more barricades, Yachman, Bijan of Mensimu, Ewasante Mantemuha, HM more tete. As a 24-hour market, and I say, Jano Tete, and goes to Musiwo, barricades in Penifo, Daniani, Eddie acquires you for an answer, Samai. I'm on the one this idea, Cotton Penifo, him. Almost a basis, Sabri, or Montation, Tomo Renimu, as some Penifo me yano, and yes, sir, Nibisino, and your papa.
Yeah, how you know, say, a 24-hour economy marketer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a body to post what they bar. Now the Indians the air barricade. Now, the anti jam, yet say, and say, you see the course, after regional minister, American Giants, also the course, Sophia. I had the petition, I come my party in Penifo. I have people saying, now watching me and son, and I and no say, Yanchi, who she, I can't say, when you say, party in Penifo, air that die. Party in Penifo, air higher, no more, say no more higher. A party in a more air good. Party in a almost saying, watch among my Biaja. I don't think through the Alcoa in DC. Our modern brain, so Yente Casar say, or say, Tiataneti, regional minister Tanechi. To Savoka Tanechi, and of a party in Penifo, national executive, regional executives, batch and form and Aquasimunata, Omachi, and Lutin on the on was Oyebi or back into only the Oyebi also. Young vice chairman air contractor. Yen chama air contractor, but we must say was a contractor a buy the model was saying any diama homo and no crown sound channel. Your party for the brains or Momia contractors and committing a year Jumana Maye as a source or more register companies and a woman and the woman register and a major contract in Nama Homo. The Comissa said contract and here for near Dema Homa, almost like I just say, her party colors and near Dema Homo and only how we bring consider what man will be done of. Young infant in this nye vote free barekese die na market award dey say adwuma pa ya no yenji wei na ye ne mu esa eche ho ye na o matu anamo bebre ati o mu hia se wo so mo de market ne de eba up to now petition ye de kwa ye nte ho we enti nde se mu sia ye wa ha na se mu hu ye wa ha petition na ye de kwa ye nte ho we no ene ye pese ebisa so se ade mpefo abo maso aguso ana na ne de ye ya de ya besre se barekese ye hia ye dwa district capital de ki ye no obi ampre ho ye wa asase ya ma district no 45 acres a kyerɛ yanya bibia wɔ so ɛdeɛ na kyerɛ sɛ yɛsi yɛbɛsi market a yɛnya asase nso a wɔbarekɛse market bibia no a kyerɛ sɛ ɛntimi ɛnsi market no ana ɛnsi saa adwa no nti yɛbɛsrɛ mo mpanimfoɔ mo nsanfo mo anim mɛhwɛ aha na mo nkɔhwɛ asuofia ne asama a yɛka ho asɛm sɛ ɛhefa paa na sɛfata sɛ yɛdi saa adwumadie no ɛdeɛ paa na kyerɛ sɛ barekɛse the whole central region yani nipa yedi market day no 2 times Monday yedi ni yedi Friday
asante wodom eyeku a oye asante ne mumba wote bo asante hu de wuru ye papa ewonde pa ho na ikuwi ne nde wa sor na wote kokobo anu ye dini ye pa wozerema osajefo Dr. Ajiman Bedu doma hene de ehwe ende papa ebru biara ana wato na no jesi otumfo osetutu otodo bi na asantemanura na orkasitie ne dema wose inkankan de oye ebra otumfo kopoemu wo posin atena kase yawo enkanpomponi mantema ode dam nsehwe no koye ode ko hyepo seduma no nkran de wonbom modinara na wonfombo omanga no ho ban no okoye ba no doma hin na chere wetu na ne jesu otumfo no daanyi de biara okase tienti ku wole chere de omombo general onjai na more ye no onfa asomdwemba
Otumfo oseitutu asanteman rabo anan ekopie mu ewo aposifo atena ekese won kran pumpune mantem mu IGP enso ene ne dombo anan ebepie mu ewo menshi ya wode enimonyam ebetai akwaside kese a edikan kra ewo afimu womra otumfo oseitutu ene ne hemfu twehye na no ena domaman hene Dr. Ajiman Bedu asona no ede asisansem we ho a wode kasatwitwie bi ekọ ede ama otumfo oseitutu enam sayeso ema ekuo bi a enhye abanyase a wofre no asante wodom president a woda no eye Dr. Set ochire ababontene se empanifo aka bi owom ewo man yi mu IGP president and a minister for chieftaincy and shena sansem wi omuntimintena so nkan firi ho
otumfo atutu ni nan e dia ko CID headquarters and as a police headquarters na do ma yem fro bi ana so lobby ni yem fro bi se wo ye ohene wo na wo ye kin wo ekuro yi mu a prenem yem fro bi na me ka magana fo nyina so ate mumma yem mudia ye wo otumfo senka wo ye kuro bi so hene a enam ka kuro bi so a akede da no fom mum ye mudia ye wo mumma yem for tribalism ense o man no because ye go no tribalism ye dey say o man do man hena ati ene say e free ene e kuro yesra no onyina no free asantesem se bibiba na so no free say opeso ye bia onya bi no onyina no free asantesem
osan so ede kokobo ekoma wo mo a etu adroba fo a wo mo de otumfo mfonyine afemfam wo mo ka ho enempo asanteman franka ene asanteman ahyensode so saso se wo mo hwe no mo nyai sa sune eban no
yanya ntiye se abisim kasa e free kumase eloduko bono no se omudu abisimu a omosi why be hu se Ghana of asanteman flag ebe hu bia de be ga jo se why ansa na why dey watwam ana se otumfo sticker bia bo hu bia no ebe ga jo se why ansa na am watwam yesra mo se amoye de mo frɛ traba wo ana se de na moye yesra mo asante de bruni ani ntokwa o entina makasa de nado ma hene u keti ade bia tu
Yeramu ewa manyosemu na New Patriotic Party wapani ba kwa wayiniti ewa bosometwe constituency so pre chairman eye Owura Joseph Asante dodo na efreni ska wo bush ɛna ɔde to MPP foɔ nyinaa anim sɛ akyea yɛ mui ɛsen akasa bebuo nyinaa ɛdɛ ɛno nti ɔmo nka ɔmo ho mo sɛ ɔmo adi nkuguo kora na nkabɔ mbɛtumi anwa saa agye akonnwa no mfie mpinu ne aduonu nwɔtwe abɛdi ɔman no so ɛsan sɛ MPP wɔn hyehyɛeɛ bebree ɛne nneɛma ahodoɔ bebree ɔmo wɔ sɛ ɔmo de bɛbɔ ɔman Ghana ama ɔman no atu mbɔ titiri wɔn no deɛ ohun ne sɛ NDC toto paapaa so nti MPP foɔ wɔn fa nkabom ɛmoa ama amanyɔkuo no ɛne ɔman no tumi kɛseɛ na amanyɔkuo na mu wɔtumi waka me deɛ mfa so obiara ne so sɛbe dede ba ne kɔkɔba ɔmo nyinaa ɛyɛ kɔbɔfoɔ
Sɛbɛyɛ nkabo mapa bɛba NPP amanyɔkuo no mu wɔ abrɛ a wakwakɔ yi Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia sɛ ɔna entu frankaa ɛma amanyɔkuo no aka ho bi ama Owura Joseph Asante a ɔwɔ anisuade hunu sɛ si ahenefoɔ a ɛwɔ bosomtwe abatoɔ mpɔsoɛ so ɛbɛyɛ ne mu gyidi ato abama no na wabɛdi tuturani ɛma amanyɔkuo no ɛde adehwɛde ato NPP amanyɔkuo no akyitaafoɔ nyinaa ɛnim sɛ ho ahia sɛ ɔbɛhwɛ no waka wɔn ho abom na wayɛ adwumaden ɔpanin nkasɛɛ mu no wɔtwem sɛ no etimi bɛmu a ɛbɛboa ma wadi nkunim wɔ abato ɛbɛkɔ so afimpim mienu ɛne aduonu nwɔtwe nim ɛnam sɛ wohwɛ nneɛma a ahyɛ ase ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana mampanin John Dramani Mahama mamu mu a ɛnɛ koku akuafoɔ kora no damu su na ɛkyerɛ sɛ NPP keka nneɛma bom a ɔbɛtumi asa abɛgye tumi no ebiem
Obie preachi asomdwe ana asomdwe so aba yakoto aba no asomdwe boni bia asi ese asomdwe fi wa ne aka ye nkabom unity anu no obie preachi menim say unity ni so ebeba ntem because abawi na no eto aba ne wie no yenya ye hu say doctor o say e odi chomo gina aba ne bi Oyerepa Mahmoud Bawumia ekochiaro minority ni nyina aka bo wo nyina so MPs na kochia saa susu na wo ma wo ne Oyerepa Mahmoud Bawumia ejai wo nyina akochiaro amano congratulations mekra me no ka say Oyerepa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia we ne mekra makodi fe be so my command congratulations it means that obia be ye dwumaden you were 3 years ahead of us ya yede be campaign more day na yede aboa MPP NDC for the menim say omuni message bia koko kra no omuntimi ntuakai eti e won sem bebreka ya de gasa sem no kacha akuafo no eno a wo de be kire wo mo ya nye campaign gidigidi nebo asem bia o mo aka bia yeso be da na kire di ama wo mo eti MPP fo nya ye ga akomantu yeyem na nya ya adwe say emrepa no ebeba Oyerepa Mahmoud Bawumia obetumi age akonwa na mai ye da mas de make ani say abato ekoto ye ka say ye rese delegate be decide once a delegate nyina ka say Oyerepa Mahmoud Bawumia de peno nde grassroots obi anya dwumaden de etimi mfa MPP ensa emra osoro no free nwram no sa amre
Abusia yɛdze egodi mu nsam no to yakasiabo no do eja amamu na aban krachi penina owo brem central ono chirema endei oye 24-hour economy ya ni nyina ego nimu nsisi ego ahoro bia wosisi wopotem ho nyinara no oyaza a worba ebubuebu no waza ma egudifa ho ama otunwo jejigu ama mpunturaba
Brem Central Municipality no one more asset committee a one more babehwe na stores dan yakodo no one more mechere atim order odra modern market no abra Ghana mpani dada His Excellency Akufu Addo we inaugurate ye ama ho kwan se omafo betimi akom akodi dwa ewom se edwade bia na yade a one mu enwie yom chese enam 88.8% nenso one mu awie a enesa eno ena emrahye bedwani a wono ewo atim order Alexander Kwasi akwa ekasa kire mu se eye market no ne shops no enipa ku potiana ke wo se yede ema wo mo nya wo mo ena yede ma wo mo na emum yede ma wo manfo a one mu efri asamai kase policy ɛna afei akotia a ɛba ne saa na ɛha adwene ɛnyɛ saa ɛna wɔ sɛ ɛnkɛyɛ onwanyamfo Solomon Kusi Brako ɛyɛ MCE a wɔn no so ɛwɔ no kyerɛ asɛm a ɛmɛhyɛ badwani ne ka no ɛnyɛ saa ɛna teɛ na mmom wɔn a wɔn mo sɛ fata tɔso ahodoɔ no ɛna wɔn mo kyɛde ma wɔn mo pɛpɛɛpɛ sɛ no so ɛde tu dwa
afei nso no MP no saa ɛtoa so ka sɛ committee anaasa abadwaku a yate sɛ ɔmo nhwɛ na ɔmo nkyɛ ɔdan adwa no ebi mo resign saa Abraham no ka sɛ committee members no ebi wɔ ha no none of the committee members no ɛna resign every committee no so ɛnyɛ no korɛ ɛyɛ rodo rather sem afei nso no MP san to so ɛtɔkɔ so ebi mu ka sɛ edwa no ɔma NDC fo ɔmo wɔ akwatia ɔmo wɔ asaman kɛse ɛna yakɔfa edwa no ama wɔn edwa dada na ɛwɔ hɔ no ɔma na ɔmo wɔ store ankasa na ɔmo tim no na ɔmo yɛ 143 wɔ ha aduanan ɛne mmiɛnsa 143 block A na ɔmo yɛ nipa 74 block B na ɔmo yɛ nipa 12 block C na ɔmo yɛ nipa 7 block D na ɔmo yɛ nipa 24 block E na ɔmo yɛ nipa 26 ɔka ne nyinaa bom a ɔmo yɛ 143 saa Abraham no ka sɛ nipa a yɛtimi de ɔmo ɔmo ti shop ni mu dada a yɛtimi de ɔmo shop saa ma ɔmo no ɔmo yɛ 127 odi ba percentage mu a ɛyɛ ɔha mu nkyɛmu abupɛn aduowɔtwe 88.8%. Ɔmo ni nipa a yɛtimi ɔmo ano mu dada yɛtimi de ɔmo shop saa yɛden ama ɔmo ɔmo a ɔmo aka ne nso no yɛato yɛn nsafo ɔmo nyina no bi wɔ a ɔwɔ akwantu mu onyanya yɛden ɛmbae ɛno nti no ɛnya no korɛ sɛ ɔmo ano ɔmo te shop ni mu dada no ana ɔmo ano ɔmo store dan mu dada no etu obi afiri mu ɛne de NDC fo akɔtena ɔda bi
na adwadifo no bi a wɔn mu kɔdi dwumadie ɛwɔ hɔ no so ɛkyerɛ wɔn mu anigye
old documents na ɛwɔ hɔ no ana ɔmo yɛ de fairly new documents na ɛkyerɛ sɛ store ne yɛ ɔdia to the extent so ɔmo mu dada no ana ɔmo sa ka ɔmo deɛ ahofofo biara mbɛfrɛ mu da.
Importers and Exporters Association mikyerɛ iku a hona wɔkra nyama fiamono ne wodi bi fi ɔman Ghana kwamono ne honoku ɛna wɔresrɛ abande gyina aban esi de inde Aussie Local Cargo Insurance Policy ɔdze reba no aban bɔmmɔ denara ɔnsesa na adwen
mu bi ni nkomotwetwe bitimi koso ansa na saa na mo a wo mutuo no enka tumi abaso na nse ba ne sɛn na ono wo mu ankasa na we nom kote na bonten a na nse saa tato kra sɛ February 1st ana na nkadwumadie no ɛhyɛ ase ɛno nti wo bɛsrɛ Ministry of Finance ɛna afei Ghana Revenue Authority ɛne Bank of Ghana wɔna Insurance Commission nyina wɔn mo ka ho no sɛ wɔn mo entwentwen so na enkomodi awodo ntimi nkoso ansa.
The issue that we raised now was that at least they should have engaged us. What you say? One from to say Minister no so or in a press conference or announce it. Now he didn't meet with the stakeholders. Not that we're kicking against the insurance, but we wanted to ask legitimate questions. One of them, the questions are not a reason to say, Ghana insurance companies no are they now financially grounded? Okay, wealth prepared. Say maybe when you contribute to Ghana import cover, or are they in financial position, best position to redeem? And how fast, how quick they will be able to pay insurance compensation to Nipa now offer insurance policy from them now. So you just say these were legitimate questions that we were trying to find out. And above all, say they should have engaged us. What I say now, you know, didn't get home. The answer a question. We've been encouraging him. Said he has worked tirelessly. He has brought inflation down. The dollar to the city is very stability. And so, Minister, you don't know, you're penasam, but say, sorry, dabacon, and then treco, and I say, such a bold policy without even asking NIC and others to engage us. We think that we want to draw his attention. So, I just want to appeal to the Minister of Finance that you are already having a good name out there. Already, business community are so excited anytime that your name is being mentioned. We are your stakeholders. We think that let's have a conversation. We want to bring this. Let them also contribute what they think the policy formulation should be before even you talk about implementing. Let me use this opportunity to appeal to every consumer out there that if you go to the market, please walk, move. Market is a place that we can move around. There are many people who have reduced their prices of the same quality product. Just move from another store to another store. You definitely get a good price that can meet your budget. The other aspect, let me also state that if you go to the market to buy goods or to buy anything, please demand your VAT receipt. Demand your VAT receipt.
Oyerepa TV anwumere no nsia kase na oni gu so a o hwe no ye dan ye ho akwaje aboafo nkrato ye ba ye de agudie mu nsam ani gide anya ma no ne nsam ebewi.
anyway yamuajo na yamuakwa bade adu sino e agudie mu nsem chefa ewo nsiambre kasie no mu sports lawyer ni anyway so nsem no Johnson de dise fata so hwe na otie ena yede esumwe sase epikrobia Asante Kotoko amaso ye lawyer Safuduko communications director Emma Krobia Asante Kotoko say resign coach Abdul Karim Zito Kabute or resign on his own decision.
You're happy.
Okay.
About performance in the results. Now you're coach about the matches.
You are just doing the
No. Why be? This is a baby. I don't know. Hano. Any man. So only our results were no open. It's an example. They be an because coach no buy or now the man so. But you must a modern BSS or Bubiano or also get to support to be a we here be as management so Edimano. Now you the opponent to say as a senior coach of the two boy.
Okay. Timozo Madiatum.
Tama, you share something we better sense about track rata. Our managers are the Abanese say, when the bush and no for doing what coach the pa. Can you say, baby, be as quiet. Let's say respecting the decision. The bony and the man.
Nice is heaven.
And said, yeah, and one say, opening walk we now or confess.
So don't let you, man. It is animal yan can be.
Now, Coach Prince Owusu on a Hamza Obey and a Sheche as coaches Emma Asante Kotoko. Now, Coach Prince Owusu na Kasan Uchim say, had to 4 game on Sunday on Bebono and who here pass. So, somewhere in there. On be close the gap between Omo and Mediama.
But I would say we are ready. We're starting training today to face House of Folk. One thing I'll bring back to us on the last game we played, we didn't have our way. Things didn't go well for us. We have to make amendment, and we're ready to work very hard this week so that we can close up the gap to get a win from House of Folk. We are here for them. We are here to play for them to entertain themselves, and what they were looking for, we were not able to give to them. And so when they react, they have the right to do that. But I'm so glad nothing worse came out of it. But we just apologize that will not happen again. So let's see.